Sorry to lean in. Welcome, guys, to another episode of the broadcast. This is the first episode of 2021. What the fuck is that on my computer? Wait, hold on.
What is?
Why is it? Was this always here? The fuck is this? That's weird. Okay, it was just a little OBS icon in the bottom right of my thing. But anyway, I'm Justin,
I'm Savvy.
and I realized we haven't had Kevin on for the longest time. When was the last episode we had Kevin on?
I don't know.
I'm looking at it right now.
I mean, it was his choice, really.
Yeah. Plus, he hasn't been on lately. Like Jordan, he's been doing his own stuff. He's been making his own lo-fi. He's trying to make his own lo-fi album. Episode 61. That was the last episode he was on, and now it's episode 67.
Well, that's like
You got this?
6 episodes before.
Yeah. All right. So let's address the elephant in the room. So you may recently know that a few days ago, people stormed the Capitol. There's a bunch of these fascists and Trump supporters stormed the Capitol building to try and change the votes because they wanted Trump to be president. So they stormed it. They broke windows. A few people died. One guy tased his balls and had his heart attack. That was funny. Like, those are the people who they let in the building. Because a guy fucking tased his balls and died. And, like, how did he get past the fucking security off? You know why? Because there's footage. I saw multiple footage on Twitter of how the cops they just let him in. Like, the cops are like, oh, sir, please back up, sir. And, like, the next second they're like, okay, fine. And, like, they open the gates and they fucking let him in. Everyone's, like, walking in, even the police.
Dude, they're the best.
America's finest.
Dude, these are the people we're trusting with the nuclear bomb codes.
There's this
I mean,
one.
not really, but
There was this one video where fucking a guy right before the fucking storming, he took a pic with one of the cops. they had a selfie. They're pulling out like the peace sign, yeah, and fucking.
Dude, they're just bros, man.
And like the one major comparison is the police, like they compared like how the police were acting at the BLM protest, like they're all fucking serious and beating people for no reason most of the time. And then like you see these cops like right now, and they're just like, oh yeah, let him in, yeah, let him in.
Because they know what they can do, what they're capable of.
I think one of them asked the cops like, who'd you vote for, and they're like Trump, and like okay, so like, yo, they had people inside and out organizing this thing.
It's just crazy.
And just let the fucking Trump got banned or temporarily banned on most social media apps, which yeah I could see, because
Isn't it because he said, we're patriots, fight for something?
he said something like that, which instigated it in the storm, and then after he was like, everyone go home. We need a safer America. Today was uncivil. Please go home. Don't do it. Make America great again. And then like, so they just like temporarily banned him off of social media apps so they can.
Well, the thing is,
so he doesn't
that,
like instigate like another thing. He
I
got banned on
guess-
Spotify. How the fuck?
I guess you could say that makes like sense why he would like.
I'm drinking some water.
Why people could take that wrong. He wasn't so specific, but at the same time, I think people took it a little too literal.
Because
Like,
they're stupid Trump supporters. I don't know how, but Donald Trump literally has too much power. Like, he has, like, a lot of power. And he doesn't know what to do with it. A lot of power, a lot of money. And
I mean,
it's
like,
weird.
do you mean like because like
That's why
every
we're gonna
president-
stand against Trump. What'd you do to own Trump today?
an equal amount of power, except some just know how to use it better than others.
Yeah, obviously, Trump did it, and like, I said this the other day. Like, notice how like other countries aren't really going through this. They probably had like maybe a similar situation, but it's not like it wasn't like as bad. Okay, no, hold on. I don't know what's going on in other countries. The last other protest I remember in a different country was something about the Chinese government, and they were actually also protesting in the streets. Oh my god. But yeah, and like you really see how fucking different like America is compared to the other countries, because you know how we're still in the fucking like pandemic thing. Other countries like I don't know. I think Italy, one of them, but when the pandemic was a thing, they took it seriously, and they like now they're like opened up. Like now it's like it's actually died down like over there, and like people are like actually free to walk around with no mask, even though some of them still do. Meanwhile, with us, we're fucking like free yourself, take off your mask, free
Yeah,
yourself.
it's just crazy, 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 crazy.
And even the president of France had to comment on what happened at the in America. Like just imagine that. Like, dude, he fucking hates us. I swear, he was like, "What you did was uncivil, unmoral, it shouldn't be
Hey,
tolerated or something like that."
dude, we need to get out of here, Justin. We need to get out of here.
We should get our own the Min Justin private island.
Only Min Justin fans. So it's gonna be a pretty
Min Justin and
empty
Co.
empty place.
The Trouble Bubs private island.
The joke. R.I.P.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. I tell you all about it. Blah blah blah. So
Oh yeah, copyright, man. What are you doing? I completely forgot about that. I was like letting you just go on.
yeah,
I
such a way of words.
I wouldn't even care if you like sing the whole thing.
I spent like a good like 5 minutes actually rehearsing the entire song. How could we not talk about family when families that we got? Anyway, so that happened. That was stupid. And then another thing. Oh my god, another thing came out.
You okay?
Yeah.
You sound like you were like in a panic, like you couldn't breathe.
Sorry, the burp was stuck in my throat. Have you heard of the what's it called? The term bean dad?
Being. Oh wait, what?
Basically, there's this thing on
Wait,
Twitter.
repeat what you said.
Have you heard the term bean dad of what happened recently?
No.
So basically, there was there's this father and a daughter, and the daughter was like hungry. She was like really young. Like I don't forget how old she was, but she was like young, and she was hungry. He's like, "Dad, I'm hungry," and then the dad gave her daughter a can of beans, and then
Maybe.
and she said like he said like you have to open it if you want to eat, and like he didn't know how to open she didn't know how to open it and shit, and then he was like, "Oh, kids gotta learn, the kids gotta learn," and everyone was like outraged, like, but she's a fucking kid, she doesn't know how to use a can opener.
Yeah. Not only that. Wait. Oh wait. Did the dad give her a can opener?
I don't know. I don't think so. The thing is like if you there was a response where it's like if you wanted to teach her daughter, I forgot what he was trying to teach her daughter. It was I don't know, but like if you want to teach her about something, I would open the can for her and feed her and then tell her about the thing, so she'll learn. But the thing is like we all act differently when we're hungry, and I think she started breaking down. She started breaking down because she can't open it. Anyway.
Yeah. Like. That's pretty deep podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. There was this whole outrage, and I mean, if they could have handed her, what's it called, corned beef. Corned beef has a little like key. It has a little key at the side of the can,
Yeah.
and then like you like, dude, corned beef is so good. Corned beef hash, fuck.
Guys, stay tuned for me and Justin cooking some nice corned beef.
We're doing the corned beef Olympics. Me and my other friends, just in the backyard. We're gonna have
Oh,
a
not
good
me,
old
but
time.
his other friends.
You are a part of that, friends. You're one getting corned beef a
Yeah.
bunch. We're gonna have like a dunk tank where we throw corned beef and then the person in the tank gets dunked in corned beef. We're gonna have corned beef fights, corned beef. Uh,
They got dunked in
then we're gonna
it.
make corned beef snowmen or corned beef men.
Ooh,
It's gonna be a great time. Yeah.
that
Uh,
does sound like a great time.
same thing with spam. They have a little like thing where it's easy to open. Just a little like
Don't people not a lot of people like spam though?
yeah, and I see why. It's like it's all sodium. It's all like salty. I had spam this morning, and they have kind of like different flavors. I never really tried this, but you can just like straight up like open up a can of spam and just eat it raw.
Oh, I thought you've had. No, you always cooked it.
Yeah, I've always put. Yeah, I mean, it's edible either way, but like I don't know if you can get sick by eating raw spam, but people just do that, and I guess it's all right if you like maybe like have a little spam and rice, eat that out of the can. But I wouldn't do that because it's all fucking sodium. I think my love for spam. I don't really have. Okay, my liking for spam really grew up because I grew up in a Filipino household and like we just ate spam a lot and corned beef and rice. So yeah. What about you? Which side are you
Uh,
on? I
I
rip
mean,
off my shirt. I have a fucking spam tattoo on my thing.
yeah, I was just saying. But I just, I just ate whatever I gave, but I was very picky, so I ended up not eating a lot of like the things I gave. So like, I was a big fan of sandwiches. I like
No.
sandwiches.
Were you picky about your burgers when you were little? I remember I was like,
With burgers, I did not care. I don't think I cared. I think.
so you would just have everything on, right?
Oh wait, no. Uh, yeah, no. I back then I would just only have a burger with cheese and ketchup, and that's it.
Yeah, basically now. And then now I fucking love the whole like big shebang,
Yeah, yeah, same.
the lettuce. You ever had a peanut butter burger?
A peanut butter burger? I
I've
feel like I
always wanted
heard.
to try it. It's a really many restaurants do this. I don't know which ones. But my dad was telling me about one. Basically, it's just like a basic you got your bun, you got your patty, you got like your caramelized onions, and you got like the two things that make it special is the pickles in it and then the peanut butter in it. And then you just eat it like that. I feel like that'd be pretty good. Peanut butter burger. We had this Filipino food. Fuck, what was it? The kare kare. It's basically like peanut butter meat. Oh my god! Wait, have I told you about? Okay, so you know. Actually, no, you don't know. Okay, let me restart. Uh, Sometimes during I don't really do this anymore, but like in early of my ELA online class, I would I would be eating in the middle of it. Multiple
Yeah.
times, like before, I would cook my Ramdan noodles,
Yeah, I
and
remember that. I remember you saying something like that.
yeah, I would cook my Ramdan noodles, and then I would put on my desk, and then I would go on my bed and sleep, and then when the time came, I would I would eat during ELA, and like I know my teacher and or both of our teachers, it's like they're against eating. They're like, oh, you should eat during your lunch period, but like what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm home, so I just put it away from my camera, and like they don't see that I'm eating. One time I made peanut butter noodles. I saw this recipe. It's basically like the same, almost the same thing. You you make your noodles soft by boiling them in the water. You drain out the water, then you put it on the pan. Then you get uh what was it? I think you add the sauce you add the broth powder to it
Yeah.
a little bit. Then add a spoonful of hot sauce and a
Ooh.
spoonful. I'm not sure about the broth powder. I just remember you had the noodles in the pan. You're stirring it around. A spoonful of hot sauce, a spoonful of peanut butter,
Ooh,
and then
yum,
you add
yum.
some sesame seeds in it, and you get some like Thai noodles. You mix it together, and it was pretty good
That sounds good.
for the first few bites. Like I was eating in class for the first few bites. It was like pretty good, and then during the middle of it, I was like, okay,
Man,
I'm kind of slowing down, and then like towards the end, I kind of had a headache from all the peanut butter, So now I had to
Oh.
like quickly gulp it down and just put it at the side and just like kind of sit there and drink water. Yeah, peanut butter makes. I actually used to not be a big fan of peanut butter. I
Ooh.
don't know why. I used to love peanut butter, and then for like a huge while, like I don't even like peanut butter.
No, I was actually the same way. Yeah, I liked peanut butter and then I stopped liking it.
You know what was weird? You know my brother Jake, he has a peanut allergy, but we all remember when he was little, he used to eat a lot of peanut butter and stuff, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, like Reese's Pieces, and then now he just has like a peanut allergy, which is kind of weird. It's weird that like that really developed. I remember during like in the when we were all in the lockdown and the quarantine, one of the big foods I ate during that time was what was it? Chili. I ate a lot of chili slash chili dogs and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Uh,
That was one of the big foods. Got
for me, it's always been this way for like lunch. It's just been a bagel with cream cheese. And then I
mm,
tried switching it up by having like another sandwich. It was just lettuce, cheese, and vegetarian bacon.
ooh vegetarian
Yeah, I don't.
bacon.
I try not to eat pork.
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
saying.
Oh wait. Have you ever had turkey bacon?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just as good. Turkey bacon's not. It's not that bad. I would cook well,
I
I'm not saying
usually
I would. I could cook a bunch and just sit there and eat it.
I usually prefer like the turkey, like turkey pepperoni, turkey bacon, but it's not where my mom shops. It's not, she can't really find it, so she usually just gets vegetarian.
Oh
And
yeah.
there's
I want to talk about. Recently I have finished the Danganronpa franchise, all three main games and the spin-off, and I finished it. It was great. It was a nice little franchise. I got myself into.
Justin's mind got blown.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about some Danganronpa spoilers, especially the ending of V3. Just skip ahead until you think it's done. So
Just
we're talking about it now.
whoa.
So the ending of Danganronpa V3, it really blew my mind, and they could have done. I feel like they could have done like a different ending, but at the same time, I'm thinking that this probably was the perfect choice for them to go to, because the creator Kodaka, the creator of the Danganronpa series as a whole, he
Yeah.
actually said that he doesn't want to work on Danganronpa anymore. So that was, which kind of makes you sad.
Yeah, that happens to a lot of developers where they just kind of don't want to make the same thing over and over.
Yeah, even though he actually said that making the Danganronpa 4 is completely possible, I don't think it's in our future because he doesn't want to really work on it anymore. But I don't know. Who
Yeah,
knows?
plus the ending, it's like how do you go from there?
Yeah, how would they make another game if they just fucking mind fucked everyone in the last game? And that whole thing where like they revealed that it's all just a game and fictional. That really that was I was like wow. And with the thing where they show Shuichi and Kaede like actually volunteering, and they go, I'll come up with the best and most gruesome murders, I promise. And like that gave me kind of goosebumps. It's like, oh damn, so
Really?
yeah, so like these whole people that we knew throughout the game, they actually weren't where we really thought
Yeah,
they would
yeah,
be.
they all wanted to be the killer and die. It's kind of funny. They're like, "Oh, and I have the perfect punishment. I would I would get into a tutu and do the the Macarena and then do a whole ballet show for
And
the
then Gangnam
audience."
Style.
Yeah, you never can.
I'm not just gonna
You're not
be in
gonna do Gangnam Style.
Danganronpa. I'm gonna kill everybody and win. Kaito, no. So
Yeah, I'm just curious with Kibo because the thing is with Kibo, he like they say he's a robot, but at the same time, these are all people like that wanted to be in it. So like, Is he just the one exclusion that didn't want to be? They actually made a high school robot. These are all high schoolers, right?
Yeah, that's a good question. He could, cause like Kibo was acting as a survey for the people of the
Yeah,
outside, and that was Kibo's inner voice. He said, but in the beginning, before, uh, which was in the epilogue, uh, or prologue. Wait, prologue is the beginning or end?
prologue is the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
Like
the prologue.
when you say like with like a prologue is before the main thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then as epilogue is at the end of or like after the end of a certain main thing, and then a sequel is the continuation of the main thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
So,
learned that from game theory.
so in the prologue, it actually showed everyone in like their regular like before they had their ultimate outfits, which is what you see in the game. They had like their regular like high school outfits because they were
Yeah.
attending regular high school before, and then like they all met in the gym, and you could see everyone and Kibo, and Kibo was like wearing like a like a cap, and he didn't have like the marks on his face, so he could have been like a regular human, and he was like, I want to be the ultimate robot.
Yeah, because the thing is that they all got brainwashed in a way where they couldn't remember their past, so they could have just put. Actually, no, because then that doesn't explain all the things he can do. Maybe they just killed him and put him in a robot body that looked like him. Honestly, like Danganronpa goes to extremes.
I mean, when you say it like that, it's kind of completely possible they could have made him a robot. Because like, there's just so much other shit that you see, and like, I mean, to counter that, everyone could just use the basic argument. It's a fictional world, but like with the other
Oh
things
yeah,
you see in like the other games, like the Neo World program, the destruction, the robots, the exocells, this thing in space, it's completely possible that they could have done that. But yeah. So I know you haven't seen much of one, but which one would you
yeah.
say was your favorite or the one you liked the most out of the Danganronpas? I well, at least you saw me play, because you came in the middle of when I was playing
I
in two, and then you came in to see the trials at three.
I don't know because the thing is like two, it like you I could see you getting really attached to the characters compared to three, but I think I think three was pretty cool honestly. Like I just because of the characters really. I like the characters more. I thought they were more cooler and stuff.
And
And like
they
the whole
also added the really good function of the split debate, the scrum debate, or split the opinion, where like
oh okay.
two
I was gonna
things.
say what?
Some people talking about like, oh, they added it in too late. That should have been in the other games. But then like, you thought like people thought about it, and then like, I mean, it would have been cool, but like the whole split opinion thing fits more in the style of Danganronpa V3, and how
Yeah.
futuristic it is.
Man, but those last devs were pretty sad with Kaito and Guntha.
Yeah, Gonta. Yeah,
Gonta.
God, that was the one that broke everyone's heart. He didn't remember. He didn't remember that he killed.
But wait, I'm confused. One thing is that I was confused with the motive. Like, what was his motive again? Like, what? Like his video game motive? His virtual motive, I mean?
Yeah, so he was in the virtual world, and because Gonta fucked up the cables, he couldn't remember what was going on. So it was basically like a different Gonta. Kokichi had the motive, and the motive was like more truth about the outside world, and he showed Gonta the outside world and how it was all hit by meteorites, and there was no civilization to go back to. So that taught Gonta that like outside is full of despair, and it was better to just die being ignorant. So that's why he helped Kokichi, even though he didn't want to kill anyone.
Uh,
He he did it just for that.
yeah.
And Kokichi, like, people say he's a dick, even though, well, everyone loves him, but like he might come out as a dick because of all his lies and stuff. But if you look at like some other stuff, and that like it actually turns out that he wasn't actually a bad person when he was trying to show Kaito, or like And Kaito was like, "Give me the reason why you're doing this." And like Kokichi was crying and he said, "Because playing a game that you're forced to play is no fun at all." So that kind of shows that he actually thought he was trying to trick himself to thinking that it's just a game and it's fun that to forget the dreadful situation that they're in. And
Uh,
the part where he was crying in Gonta's trial, and it's like, "No, I don't want this. Gonta, don't go." That was actually truthful. That was like his real emotions, but he had to at the end he deceived himself and been like, "Who cares about that idiot?" To try and trick Monokuma to think he was like oh, there's something wrong with Kokichi. Why is he acting like this now?
uh,
And also Kokichi really knew more than he let on. Cause he found the
yeah.
fucking, I don't know how, but he found like the secret to the fucking uh the vault in the locked room, even though no one could go in there. It's like he found like the secret code, and like that kind of baffles me.
Yeah, and he also even confused Monokuma who died.
Yeah, and if Kaito didn't like intertwine and stop them from Shuichi from lying, it's like, oh, he saw Kokichi, so the one in the exisal is Kokichi. Then like I feel like they would have actually won and proved and Kokichi's plan would have worked, but Kaito
So wait,
intertwined.
I was confused about that part. Was was them finding out who the actual killer part of his plan, or was it not?
Kokichi.
Yeah, Kokichi's plan with confusing Monokuma. Did he want the main protagonist, to figure out, or was you figuring out screwing up his plan?
His whole plan was for Monokuma to get it wrong, because Monokuma didn't know, because later it's revealed that there's tiny Monokumas with dressed up as flies and holding cameras. I know it gets confusing, but like that's basically how. Because I was noticed like in the other games, oh, there's monitors and cameras, but in V3 there's no cameras. So how's Monokuma monitoring us? That those are the surveillance cameras. They're little flies with little cameras, and they're flying around. And before Kokichi, he had a electromagnetic bomb which disables every machine in like a radius. So he set that off, and then he had like a little time to plan out his thing, so that way Monokuma couldn't see him, and then so Monokuma doesn't know who the killer is, and because of the Exosol has a voice changing thing, it confused everyone on if it was Kaito or Kokichi, and the thing is he wanted for Monokuma to be wrong to show him how unfair the trials are, and that way he broke the rules, and that way they can win, and I guess escape or like defeat Monokuma. But yeah.
Yeah, and also it was like interesting how like this is really Monokuma's like bad day in a way, because like he also, after like he didn't even actually kill Kaido, he died himself.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah,
this
what was with that illness? Is that fake or like? Because I remember like
it might have been real. It might have been real because in the they said that the meteorites that were falling to Earth also caused a disease, and then like however those ultimates were immune to it, but then Kaito got it, and then I don't know. So he died of that illness before the punishment rocket could finish his execution.
and like I once I saw him sitting on the chair, I instantly knew it was gonna be a nod to the first. Was it the first or second game?
Yeah, the first game, where they showed the first opening cutscene was
Who?
Jin Kirigiri getting executed. So yeah. Also, remember in the third trial. Also, a lot of people don't like double murders. They hate the double murders.
What do you mean?
Where like the third, like in the games, like the third cases or the chapter 3, all of them were double murders, and everyone like
Oh,
has like a problem with them for some reason. Like
like like
what's up?
like what do you mean by they'd have a problem? Like they think it's hard, or they just don't like how two characters are dying at once?
Well, it's kind of the both reason. Two murders mean it's gotta be more complex to solve, and killing two characters was like you just ruined their potential. Like a lot of people,
Uh,
a lot of people went into it and like, oh, this character's just starting to get good. They're actually changing their personality and helping others, and then they're usually the ones that actually like die in you think. The problem with the first game, Celeste, who was the ultimate gambler, uh, in the middle of her trial. Well, first she gave it away. It was kind of obvious she was her because she was literally talking so much. I know there was less people, but she was like really talking so much, and that gave away because in the middle of her trial she starts having a breakdown and she lost her cool and everyone was confused because if she's the ultimate gambler, how is she losing her cool this easily? And then the second game, they said Mikan, who killed Ibuki and Hyoko, she could have gotten away with. She could have actually won the trial if she didn't take out the fucking wallpaper that was hiding Kyoko's body, which was so like they would have never discovered Hyoko's body, or they would have discovered it like too late, and
there's
that kind of gave it away for
there's a
her.
lot of situations. Like I remember with the first game, like I was looking it up that how Kaito, I mean the baseball player was found out
Uh
because
huh.
he was arrogant and left like a clue to him being the murderer or something like that. I forgot what it was, but
Yeah, he left the crystal ball and a piece of cloth
yeah,
at
that's
the
what.
scene. So
And a lot of what's kind of sucks is that a lot of these deaths I mean not a lot, but some of these deaths are from defense. Like they're just trying to defend themselves, and then they still die because they killed the person.
yeah, the and the before I get on to that, because you are right on that one. In the third game, the third case, people had the problem with Korekio because I don't know, he was because his whole like everyone got turned off because like, oh, he's an incest person, and then like the fucking this is what I
Wait,
had the problem with
who's this guy? Like I probably know what they look like or their ultimate.
the anthropologist. Remember he had
And
the
wait,
mask and
which
then
game? Which game?
V3.
The history guy.
Yeah, remember he had the mask and then he had
Yeah,
lipstick on.
yeah, and oh yeah, I know you met, and then he had he was in love with his sister.
Yeah, which actually, and it kind of he was it's not really he was in love with his sister. He actually like misunderstood or like thought that he was in love with his sister because his sister was in her she was in the hospital, and while she was dying, Kurekio got groomed and sexually abused by her sister, which made him think that oh yeah,
Wait,
she
he
loves
got
him.
groomed? Like I forgot what.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you should just explain it because I forgot the grooming. Even though because there's a lot of grooming and I know it,
Yeah.
I just forgot.
Grooming
What is it?
basically means when to manipulate someone else when you're in a relationship,
Oh,
kind of like that. And then like the other thing that I found was the problem was that he could have just killed Angie and left it at that, and it would have been like so hard to find
yeah,
out who she
I
was.
remember you told me that. I remember you told me that like how it was kind of
Yeah,
easy.
but he had to go and kill Tenko, which was stupid because he literally just wanted to use the seance bit. But that led to fucking Shuichi and Maki going under the floorboard and actually seeing the murder weapon and seeing, oh, this is how, oh, there's a missing floorboard here. That's probably what killed Angie. Like, they would have never went in that room and never went under the floorboard if he didn't kill Tank. He actually could have won, which was, it's kind of, they're just kind of stupid. But I still love the characters nonetheless. And about you were saying how like some of them was self defense. That was another trend. Like every first case was never really on purpose. In the first game, Sayaka led Leon to her room, and because Sayaka was planning to kill him, but then Leon defended himself, and then Sayaka ran to the bathroom and locked it because she was hurt. And then in the heat of the moment, Leon decided to finish the job, which he could have actually just left and told like, "Yo, this bitch is crazy." But he got caught in the heat in the moment and just like killed her. He was very unlucky. And in the second game, Teru, because Nagito was the one who put the knife under the table, and he was the one planning a murder. And then Byakuya Togami knew about this, which is the imposter. And Teru was under the
The
floorboard.
imposter.
He was under the floorboard. He actually wanted to stop Nagito because he knew Nagito was trying to kill someone. So his target was Nagito, but he ended up killing Byakuya, the imposter. So yeah, that happened. And then V3 was Kaede, the protagonist actually dies. He because she was convinced that the person going to that room was the mastermind. She thought of a thing, which led the cannon or the shot put ball down the thing, and it could too conveniently land on their head and killing Rantaro. And like, oh, but this is not actually the mastermind, so she killed for nothing. But turns out Kaede
Yeah,
died for nothing because it was she missed. She missed, and Sumugi was hiding in the door, in the hidden door, and she fucking hit Rantaro.
yeah, and I was thinking about that too. Like, technically, wouldn't they all die because she wasn't the murderer?
Well, the thing
Oh
is,
yeah,
because Sumugi was the mastermind, they all just blamed it on her, because of them, because they remember they had they want. Oh no, you didn't see chapter one, but they wanted the murders because like they were playing a promotional video and like, and if they didn't kill before that was over, then everyone was gonna fucking die. So yeah, so it was rigged from the start. Shuichi was right. So I've been giving it my thoughts and opinions on the Danganronpa, and I think the one I can't rank them like 1, 2, 3 because well I can rank 1 and 2. I'll put the other two games in the same category because I really like them, and like it's like another Persona situation. I can't choose a favorite one and least favorite one because I like them all so much. I feel
yeah.
like Danganronpa 2 had the out of all of them. I feel like they had the most diverse characters. Like everything was different, and like you can like you remember them, and they all seem so different. Danganronpa 1 was they kind of everyone kind of seemed a little bit similar. They weren't like that, even though their talents were different. They like there wasn't really that much diversity,
Yeah.
and then V3 was kind of in the middle, or a little bit like one, but then like they were also diverse with their personalities and stuff. So with that being said, I think I enjoyed Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. That was the
Also,
one
I just want
I
to
liked the
say one
most.
thing. I just remembered what I was gonna say about the whole like incest thing. I thought the idea of him being incest is because he's a history nerd, right?
Yeah.
So and again, in like very ancient history, incest was like in Egypt, his incest was like the thing to develop. So like, you would you would marry your siblings or something. It was something like that, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Actually, yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, well, like I remember learning in history that like there was an era where like people would just marry their own siblings. So like it was like a just a bloodline kind of like I don't think it was dynasty. It wasn't a I don't know, but I remember it was something like that. I swear if I'm wrong, I'm gonna look like an idiot, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Where I remember like hearing about in history where people would marry their siblings to continue on, and that would lead to birth defects and like that whole like disorder thing that came out.
Ooh, weird. It's very interesting. I never heard about that.
I don't know, I just remember it. Pretty sure I'm right. I forgot what the disorder is called, but like it like I think it just makes I think you just become like when you're born you're like something
Become
I don't know.
one with the family.
I know the big thing is like looks wise, like I think you look like you look like almost exactly like your dad or
They
mom.
look at that like, yo, what the fuck?
I don't remember how that what it's called and how it works, but I know if you marry a sibling or someone related to you, that happens.
Yeah. So and
That
so oh sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying I learned that in science that the disorder.
Oh, weird.
I think it's a disorder. I hope it's a disorder because I don't want to sound wrong again.
So that I guess that's my ranking. I enjoy Danganronpa to the most. I don't know why. Maybe it's like again the diverse characters. Maybe the storyline. Maybe the crazy Nagito, and Epic Gamer Girl. Maybe Johnny Young Bosch. And I'm not sure. I just really like that. And then I like them all equal.
Johnny Silverhand.
They were all really fun. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts on the Danganronpa franchise. Sebi, if you want to add more, you are free to do so.
So, my experience with Danganronpa is very like minimum because I've only watched what Justin said. I had watched only half of Danganronpa 2 and like watched like only really with Danganronpa. I haven't really watched the game in general. Like I mainly just been watching the what's it the
Trials.
trials. So I don't know anything about the characters. And when I try to help Justin, I'm usually wrong. But like me, but I sound like I'm wrong to like an extreme degree. Justin usually agrees with me,
Yeah.
and then I make him pick the wrong one.
Because like in the investigation and like some background information, it's also you learn before the investigation. That also helps. I remember that the mode. Remember in chapter 2 where the maid died, and like her motive was because what she got her own. Uh,
Yeah, wasn't she work for the government?
yeah, she was basically the prime minister. It's kind of weird when I think about it. She was basically the prime minister of of Japan, and everyone got different monocups pad, but she ended up getting her own, and out of nowhere. So she saw her motive, so she had to do it. I thought the reason I thought she killed was because, well, because she saw her motive, but not because she got her own pad. Was because before in the cafeteria, Ryoma, the one who died, uh, Ryoma was like, "Hey Kurumi, can you clean my room for me? Thanks." And I thought while she was cleaning her room, she saw the monocups pad there, and she got curious, and then saw it, and it was her motive video. I feel like that would have been like a little better than to just say, "Oh yeah, oh we all mixed it up, but she ended up getting her own."
Also, wasn't she the only one who tried to actually escape and I killed her?
Yeah,
She was very determined too. She climbed up
yeah, the
a
thorny
rope with
vine.
saws. Yeah, that's what it was. A thorny vine, and it had saws. There were saws coming out of the walls. And then at the end, I knew it. It was kind of predictable. The light at the top was just a little light thing. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it
actual
was
like.
fake.
And then this thorn snapped, and then I mean not the vine snapped, and then she went all the way down.
Yeah, she was also pretty hot. I mean they're in high school. Wait,
I mean,
aren't we in high school?
yeah, I was gonna say that, but like still, it's a little weird. She could be like a year younger. That's a big difference.
Actually, no, because if they started, then we're in the same age. We're the same age. Because they're like they
Damn,
just started off high school. Okay, we're getting a little off topic. Uh,
I got dibs on that one. I
she
don't
she
know the
she's she's,
name.
she's pointing, points to Kibo.
No, I would like to be friend, not to.
Kibo doesn't identify as a boy or a girl.
I
He said himself.
no, no.
Also, I love Kibo as a character and like how he took over at the end. But I kind of hate how like every other thing, like we say like something minor about his robot thing. It's like, hey, you're being robophobic again. I kind of understand it. It's pretty funny. Also, I kind of had
I
a feeling Kibo will be playable because he had the little antenna. Because you know how like all the
yeah.
protagonists they have a little antenna on their hair,
hmm
and then like, oh, Kibo has that big ass antenna. Maybe, I don't know. What were you guys say before I rudely interrupted?
I was gonna say like it's kind of weird that he's like gets offended when someone talks about him, like how he's robot. I would embrace it, man. Being a robot's cool.
Dude, I'm a fucking robot, yo. Bitch.
Whoa, whoa. Like, calm down.
When was the last time you went to the park?
a, a long time. A really long time.
You know, I want to do. I want to ride a bike, cause I think my bike is in storage, and I haven't rode a bike in a long time. Oh yeah, I just noticed when I said to skip ahead for Danganronpa spoilers, we just spent like actually like 30 minutes actually talking about. So they're getting like a 20-minute episode. Like, what the fuck is this? So yeah. Have you ever skateboarded before?
Nope.
One time I skate. You know, in the Eisenhower Park, they have like a little
Mm.
bike circle. One time I took my little skateboard there. It was what was it? What's that? Penny board. It was just a penny board, and I was just like cruising around. I didn't do any tricks because the penny board's fucking heavy, and the wheels are heavy, so you can't really do anything. But like that hurt my leg because my right leg was just posting, and my left leg was just kicking most of the time, and like my I noticed that my foot was starting to hurt, and I was like, oh, oh,
Wait, which one? Your left or right?
my right, because it was just like
It,
posted
was
on the
it?
board.
Yeah, was it just getting stiff? Is that what I mean?
Yeah, and then dude, I just wanna ride. It's been so long since I rode a bike, and it's pretty chill. Even though I only rode, I feel like I would like my bike riding experience more if I had a destination. Because most of the time I rode my bike, I was just riding in circles in that fucking bike circle. I wouldn't be doing anything else. Maybe if I like maybe if I bike to school, maybe, or maybe I bike to like a friend's house. Me and my friend, me and my friends bike to somewhere to a mall, and like, oh yeah. What do you think?
I mean, like, I would like that. It's nice just to ride on your bike. Riding the bike is honestly just nice. It's good exercise.
I kind of want if I were to get another bike sometime in the future, because the one I have is like small for kids, because it's been so long since I rode a bike. I kind of want a bike with a basket in the front or like a little thing in the back.
like, like, why a basket?
I could put shit there. My
I
water
guess
bottle.
you
And
have
I kind of
pockets
want
for
like
a
a
reason.
thing.
Just kidding.
No, I have very shallow pockets. Like.
I was gonna say, anyways, I think it would slip out too.
And then like I kind of want to think. I don't know how to describe it. It's like kind of like it's a little thing in the back, like a little like on the
I,
back wheel, and like you can like sit on it or like you put your bag on it if you can even fit it there. But that's what the main purpose for it. So like, but say I have to ride a friend wants to ride, so just sit on the little thing in the back.
what? That's probably really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean pegs are kind of uncomfortable too.
Yeah. I
I
was
remember.
thinking.
Oh my god! In the bike circle, I remember the bike I had. It had pegs in the front and the back, and Jake would just be on the back pegs, and we would just ride around the circle.
Damn.
He actually might have felt pretty uncomfortable because I remember we like switched and
Bro ship. Bro ship.
we're brothers.
Yeah, I know. So I said bro ship.
Okay, I thought you said something else for a second.
No.
So yeah. If I weren't, oh yeah, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say just like with that whole idea of wanting to carry things, just get a drawstring bag and wear it.
That's kind of uncomfortable.
Really? You don't like drawstring bags?
Yeah, cause sometimes like the drawstring bags I have, it's like I try and like keep it on my back, but because like and I try and tighten as much as I can. If I can't tighten as much, then there's a huge gap and like huge like extra space between uh, like there's like so much slack on the string,
Yeah, I
and
know
it
what you
just like
mean.
ends up not doing that.
I remember I was on a field trip and I had a drawstring bag and the place was really muddy and I think it was like to a farm base. Yeah, it was a farm and we were like doing stuff and I was walking along this muddy path and that's when my drawstring bag ripped and all my things fell down. So my phone, my wallet,
Oh
my
no!
my glasses.
Oh the mud! I can't see from my glasses.
No, I'm not that blind yet.
You know what? You know what I want to get? and then I'm gonna make it my gimmick. I'm gonna make it like, oh shit, like Justin. He always has that. There's this one person on Twitter who sells like her. Oh my god, who sells like who
Oh
who
my gosh.
who sells her merch. Can we get just a compilation of every time I burp? Thanks, guys. But she sells like her merch, and one of her merch is she has like a baseball cap, but on the top it's like a little bean sprout or a little leaf sprout. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Kind of like the leaf sprout in like Among Us, the hat.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that, but on top of baseball cap, and I think that's so fucking cute and cool. And I wanna get probably the blue one, the blue, purple, or peach one. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna fucking put on my hat, and I'm gonna always wear it. And like, oh shit, you see that bean sprout? Oh yeah, that's Justin. It's gonna be a new thing.
Uh-oh. Justin's here. And like there's like cool music playing. You have sunglasses on. You walk in.
I walk in with my bike, and the bike falls apart, and I fucking.
Oh my gosh. You don't even like make it. It's you're still outside the building. You get your brakes.
Oh shit, yo, he dead. But
It's
and
a
then
nice Tesla.
and then when I know something like something catch me off guard, I'll be surprised. Oh, and the bean spot on my head will like shoot up like. That'd
What?
be amazing. You know, how come I never see any of those like hats? You know, those like those special hats, like oh, for example,
Special
like
hat.
the little like kid hat.
Propeller hat.
Yeah,
I
I've
knew
always
I
wanted
knew
one
when
of those.
I knew when you were talking about hats. I knew you were gonna bring propeller hat up because I remember you were saying how you really wanted one.
Yeah, or like the one with like the baseball cap where you could put two sodas on top. And
Oh
then...
yeah, I want that was the one I wanted. No, I think I got one. I think they had it at like Five Below, and it like worked really bad. It wasn't that good.
For the straw, dude, you have that, and you have that. You put the two soda cans, and you do whatever you're doing. You're gonna have a great time, fucking sipping that soda.
Soda.
And what about the other one? Is this just in SpongeBob, or is this like a real thing where they have like two hands at the top of the hat and like a little like string at the bottom, like under near your neck, and you pull it down, and the hands clap at the top? Is that just me? Is that just or is that just SpongeBob?
I think that's just a SpongeBob.
Fuck.
I mean, like, I thought you were gonna say like, because I don't remember that episode, but I thought you were gonna bring up that one thing where they had like,
Hey man, you can't steal my hat.
I'm trying to remember. It was like this hat thing that like was alive for like a couple of days and then it stopped like being popular.
He was
Where
number
like
one.
you push the hand and like it would put the hands over your eyes. It would be like peekaboo or something like that.
Wait, what the hell?
I don't remember what it was called, and I don't think I'm explaining it good, but it was something like that.
Pillow
Where you would
pets?
no. That wasn't even a hat.
So it's not pillow pets.
It's not pillow pets.
I've always wanted a pillow pet when I was younger.
Oh,
Shit.
really? You never got a pillow pet?
No.
I had one. It was a parrot. I used to like play with it and like I don't think I would use it as an actual pillow, but I would sometimes like lay on it if I was like sitting.
Yeah. Yo,
and
do you see
stuff.
that? Do you see that?
I
That
remember,
Lego set JP just sent.
Yeah, but wait, I just want to say, I remember like after like a couple of like months, I found it again because I lost it.
Uh
Or like I don't know, my mom put it away, and because it has like blue hair on the top. It was like a mohawk almost.
Mhm.
It was disgusting, man. I don't know what it collected. It probably collected a bunch of dust because when you like touched it, it was all like stiff.
Oh.
It was like your hair after you haven't taken a shower in like several days.
Grass.
But yeah, sorry. What were you saying about the Lego?
Yeah, I actually saw that Lego set. He sent recently if you've seen the Grubhub, that's the name of our Discord group chat. He sent the bonsai tree
Boogie.
Lego set, and I saw that on Twitter, and I actually really want that. I feel like that's like one Lego set I would like really enjoy. I would just build it and leave it on my desk and like put it there. But the one thing about it is because someone got it and they were like saying something about it on Twitter, how the cherry blossoms, they're actually all frogs.
Oh
Like-
no.
Like
You cut
they're
out
all like.
completely.
Oh, sorry. When did I cut out? Like, what'd you hear?
You said the cherry blossoms are. Let me
Oh.
fill it in. I was waiting for you to fill it in.
The cherry blossoms are all frogs. Like they're all like
Really?
yeah, they're all like frog pieces, but they're pink.
That's
Like some,
funny.
it was something about like the designer who made it. I guess they have different designers for Lego sets. The designer
Yeah,
who
they
made
do.
it, he always puts like a hidden frog piece in his thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's kind of cute actually. I really wonder how much that is because I kind of want that. I want a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I could have got that for Christmas. Oh my god. Yo, fuck this headset. I got a new headset. I'm ripping it apart. So yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for this episode.
I just want to say about Lego sets. When it comes to me, I'm not really into those. I'm not really into it. And
Really?
that's because I like the ones that you could play with in a way. Or sometimes they're like the ones that like are like a reference or something. Like with me, if you notice, I a lot of my Lego sets are on a display, but I would sometimes grab them and play with it. Like I don't know if you remember the Lego Bastion on my shelf, and I have the and I don't know if you saw it because I got it in
Yeah.
for my birthday. The Lego NES TV and just NES.
Oh
They're just
yeah.
on my shelf, and then but sometimes I would take them down and just play with them. I think they were cool, and like the thought of you building it was pretty epic.
I don't think they're cool.
Oh,
Nope. I don't think so.
wow,
I don't think so.
wow, what a
It's
friend.
stupid and smelly.
Why do I co-host if why do I co-host for the show?
Stupid, smelly, and gay. Yeah. Got anything to say about that? No. Okay. You know what? I prepared a very special punishment for Sebastian Gomez.
What?
How about we give it everything we got?
No!
It's punishment